lovies, and welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and I am here to wish you a very happy American Thanksgiving. Yay, hooray. For everybody else, happy Thursday. You're almost there. You almost made it, baby. All right. Well, I said I wasn't going to cook for Thanksgiving, and really, I'm going to make some deviled eggs. That's it. Yeah, brought back by popular request. Shorty Vaughn, will you make some deviled eggs to bring to Thanksgiving? Nobody's are quite like yours. Yay, hooray. Anyhow, I feel sorry for him, so I'm going to make some deviled eggs. While I'm at the stove, I've gone ahead and I'm going to whip up some bacon tonight because we're going to have BLT wraps and deviled eggs for dinner tonight. So it's going to be a twofer kind of thing. While you're at it, you might as well just do what you gotta do. Get in, get out, get on with it. Yay, hooray. All right, let's do it. Let's get down to it, babies. Got my bacon here, and I am just going to go ahead and pepper this bacon. Because I like peppered bacon, but I don't like paying for it. You know, I get my bacon on sale, whatever it is that I can get. I'll add my pepper at home on the cheap. And then you can put on as much or as little as you want. A little bit of rosemary on there, also really good. A little bit of thyme. But today, we're just going to have peppered bacon. My oven's all preheated. Gonna throw that baby on in there. I've got my water coming to a boil. I want that to be at a full boil. Then I'm gonna boil my eggs for exactly 10 minutes. I'm also gonna get my water bath with a little bit of ice in there, all ready to cool them down because I wanna, gotta get them going. Want them to peel really nicely. Okay, that is at a very vigorous boil. Yay, hooray. And I am going to go ahead and get my eggs going. Oops. Dropping everything today. Kind of got butterfingers again today. Anyhow, I like to just take the eggs and lower them gently into the boiling water. And just get those down on in there. I am going to do about about 19 eggs, and they should all fit in here. And then I'm just gonna let those boil for 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead. I've got my colander all ready. I've got my ice bath all ready. And then we'll get started on the filling. I had the craziest dream. I had a YouTube dream. I'll tell you about it in a minute. But it was totally bonkers. And I'm sure nothing like that would ever happen in a million years. But if it did, it would probably happen to me. So, yeah. Had a crazy dream. Kind of woke up with one of those... Oh, thank goodness, that was just a dream moment. Okay. I am going to go ahead and set my timer for 10 minutes. Yippee skippy. All right, be back in just a few minutes. We'll get these eggs going. While my eggs are going, I wanted to share some friend mail with you. So I've got this really cute apron. This was sent to me by Plain Vanilla Grandma Carol. Hello, Carol. It is just beautiful, and it has me all ready in the Christmas season with these lovely candy canes and ivy. I think this is a great apron. It's terrific, made with love, made by hand, homemade. Yay, hooray. I love homemade gifts. and it is quite well made, and I am going to enjoy many years of wearing this. And I've never had a holiday apron before. Thank you so much, Carol. You are just a gem. But while we were at it, Carol went a little bit overboard. Yeah, she went a little bit overboard. And we have a lovely note here. Dear Shorty, even little kids can use these crafts. You'll need an adult per child to help. Make sure no one swallows the ice. Have fun, Carol. And she also sent some crayons and a coloring book for even the littlest kids, because I'm crafty aunt this year over at our holiday celebration, and Carol wanted, yeah, so these are some snowman ornaments to make with the kids. Those are really cute. There's a lot of them in there, and they've got googly eyes. Who doesn't like googly eyes? That's so cute. It's precious. Absolutely. Then there's another ornament to make these snow globes. Little Santa or little snowman snow globes. Aren't those adorable? I can hardly wait. That's probably how I'll decorate my Christmas tree. Then there is a reindeer kit. Aren't those precious? And those have big googly eyes. And so I've got 5 nieces and nephews. My sister Jackie's 3 little boys. They are, how old are they? One just turned 2, 3, and 4. She's got 2 older daughters. That's her 5. Then my little cousin Liberty. She is 7. Anyhow, they are just going to eat these up and have a great time. Another little reindeer ornament kit. Carol, you are just too much. You are just too extravagant. Now, Carol wanted me to tell you that she went over to the Hobby Lobby where they had everything 50% off, and that's why she just kind of overdid it. She couldn't control herself over at the Hobby Lobby. Can you? I've never actually been to a Hobby Lobby, so a Christmas puzzle. That one's for me because I love everything puzzle. I do the jigsaw puzzle, the crossword puzzle, the jumble. I do all of those. I play the words with friends, and yeah, I love all the puzzles. This one's a kitty cat. Look how precious that is. I love it. There's one more puzzle in here. This one's books and kitty cats, and I love to read. I can't wait to get this one started. Actually, I think I'm going to do this one tonight. And then Carol sent an assortment of crayons for the kids. You are just too much, Carol. Thank you so much. Then this craft is really cute. So it's like a popsicle snowman kind of a thing. Have you seen these? I think these are great. Original price on this, $2.99, $1.50. I don't think I could have done as well at the dollar store. Yeah, thank you, Carol. You are just an amazing friend to me. Then we've got a handwritten little homemade card. This is stunning. I love this. I think that's beautiful. I can't make cards. Yeah. I'm thankful that you two brought us together. Carol, Plain Vanilla Grandma. If you've got time, go over and check my friend out, Plain Vanilla Grandma Carol. She's got a lot of things going on her YouTube channel. Then there's this little card. I love this one with the hearts. Yep, that's super sweet. And it says, Diabetes, oh, you got this, baby. You're going to show it who's boss. Well, fingers crossed. So far, thumbs up. And then there is a cute snow day coloring book, and there's just all kinds of activities and stuff in there for the kids. And I'll cut some pages out. I like this one. This guy's on a pogo stick. I think that's really cute. I always wanted a pogo stick. My mother always said, no, you'll break your neck. You break your neck, Shorty Vaughn. Yeah. Well, there we go. Breaking things already. Anyhow, Thank you, Plain Vanilla Grandma Carol. I am just overwhelmed. You know, Carol was talking on her channel the other day about, you know, making friends on YouTube. And honestly, she is not wrong. The friends and the lovies I have made on YouTube, I am just overwhelmed by your outpouring of generosity of spirit and the lovely comments and the cards. And, you know, you don't need to send me gifts. I love you no matter what, baby. I also received some other friend mail from my lovely, lovely friend Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. Entirely too generous, let me tell you. So I got this beautiful Thanksgiving wishes card. There we go. And it's just a beautiful turkey and pumpkins and what have you. Just a beautiful card. Lovely stock. And then it says, to Shorty and Andrew, may you enjoy the blessings of Thanksgiving that means so much, keeping family traditions, sharing favorite memories, and spending time with those you love. Well, isn't that the best we can all hope for? For each and every one of you, my lovelies. Absolutely. I hope that's exactly how your Thanksgiving, no matter what day or in what way you celebrate, that those are the blessings that we all have. And then Karen also included a very, very generous gift card. There's also a little personal note in here. So, Karen, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it's funny, in the personal note, she says that I'll probably make that gift card go for 2 or 3 holidays. She's not wrong. Your generosity and generosity of spirit of all of you, just completely overwhelming. And you know, I've always had people in my life. I've always been really lucky. But the people I have met on YouTube, all my friends, all my lovelies, all my co-collaborators, yeah, my co-creators, hello, thanks for including me. I just love you all. Mwah, mwah, big old smooches and huge thanks. Whether you're viewing, which I appreciate you just watching. I never thought anybody would. You leave me a little comment or a thumbs up. That's awesome. Yeah, you send me a little note in the mail. My heart just sings. And you all touch me so much. So, I am very, very grateful to each and every one of you every single day. Okay, we're almost there. We're down to the wire. Do. Watch pot never boils. Don't look, don't look. Okay, 10 minutes in. And pour them all into the colander. Yay, hooray. All into the ice bath. And then I'll just let those babies rest in there for about 5 minutes until they're cool enough to handle. Time to have a little break. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get my filling going. I had one egg, one problem child that peeled like a jerk. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw that into my filling. I don't want somebody to have, you know, the not so good egg, but once it's all in there, nobody will know the difference, and it will just bulk up my filling a little bit more. And if I have extra filling, you know, I'm going to have like a little bit of deviled egg filling in a low-carb tortilla. I have some cream cheese here. I am going to add about 2, well, we'll say 3 ounces of cream cheese in here. I think that's going to be delicious. Yay, hooray. Got a little bit of my Best Foods mayonnaise. And I'm going to put a walloping serving spoonful, whoops, a walloping serving spoonful in here. That's maybe a quarter cup, and that's going to be just fine and dandy. If we need to revisit it, if it doesn't seem like it's creamy enough, we can always add more. I have some sweet pickle relish. Got this over at the Dollar Tree. Had to go see all my lovies at the Dollar Tree. It had been a while. I missed them. And I am going to add, I've got like a soup spoon. That's maybe a little bit more than a tablespoon, or a generous tablespoon of the sweet pickle relish. Got a little dill weed. And I'm going to put a few sprinkles in there. That's my favorite herb. Got a little bit of the parsley flake. And a little bit in there. Yay, hooray. I have about 2 tablespoons of roasted red peppers. They come in a jar like this. I can also sometimes find them in a jar at my Dollar Tree. I think these are super tasty and delicious. The little black specks are the flakes. The little black flakes are the from the roasting, and I think that just adds a certain something to it. I'm just gonna chop these up a little bit. Let me tell you about the crazy dream that I had. So yeah, sleeping, you know, just resting all up, having a good time. Anyhow, I had this crazy dream that we had a YouTube meet and greet here in Phoenix in the middle of July. Now, why we would do that to ourselves is beyond me. But if you live somewhere where it's very hot, sometimes you have days where your deodorant does not work. It just happens. It's kind of like that Seinfeld episode where George Costanza's shower does not take. Yeah, sometimes you just have stinky days when you live in Arizona. And we were having this meet and greet, and there were a lot of my lovies that came from all over the place just to say howdy, get a hug, have some chit chat. And we were all at this really nice hotel. Anyhow, I came downstairs, and we're having, you know, one of our little meet and greet events and what have you. People are coming up to me. They want to give me a hug. You put their arms around me, and I'm willing to hug you, baby. I'm a hugger. And I give you a big old squeezy, and these people are turning around like, oh, God, she smells. I have the worst body odor ever, and I am repulsive. And I am offending all of my lovies. And, yeah, people quit asking me for a hug. I've gone in the bathroom and washed up. I've put on more deodorant. I've spritzed myself with perfume, you know, until that's almost overwhelming. Yeah, so I had this dream that I had extremely bad body odor, and I was offensive, and it was not good, and that was my dream. Anyhow, someone left a comment on my video in this dream that I thought you would smell better. Yeah, so that was my crazy dream. Do you ever have crazy dreams like that? It is somewhat akin to, you know, being naked in the classroom or unprepared for a test. That's how it felt. Anyhow, giving these just a good chop up. Now, I will tell you that I have added so many things to my deviled eggs that there is pretty much no way in the world that you are able to use a piping bag for this, because it will get clogged up. But also, I'm not going to use a piping bag just because I'm lazy, and that's just one more thing to clean up. I like all the additions. I like all the stuff. But, you know, every family has their own deviled egg recipe. And you can't, yeah, like the best foods, That's not even a question. You just have to use it. It's just one of those unspoken rules that you have to use it in my household. So you had to get the best foods out. We like it. I don't think it's as good as Duke's, but you know, it's what we can get here in Phoenix sometimes. Ooh, my bacon came out of the oven too, and it is a Christmas miracle that I did not burn it because I had forgotten about it slightly. But when I went to go turn off my water that was boiling after the 10 minutes, I inadvertently turned off the stove too. So I did not burn my bacon, and we are going to have very delicious BLT wraps tonight for dinner. I'm kind of excited about them. Oh, okay. All right, pigs. Oh boy, he's in a mood. Let me tell you what. I don't know what you know what it is? It's the birds in the backyard. Yeah, our bird season has really started. We're getting all of our northern bird winter snowbirds, literally snowbirds. And so there's a big bunch of crows out there, and they were mocking him, and it just threw him into a dither. I'm just going ahead and slicing these eggs and popping out that delicious creamy yellow center. That's my favorite. No green. The green drives me crazy, and I don't like the little sulfurous bite to it. So just getting those all in. Like I said, we're doing about 19 eggs, so that's going to make about 38 deviled eggs. I could make 138, and it still may not be enough. So this is what I had in the refrigerator at the last moment, because there is no chance in Hades. Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to the grocery store today or tomorrow. Yep, not going to do it. Are you a Black Friday shopper? Do you wait for those extra super sales that are going to happen on Black Friday? Now, I used to do it, but anymore, yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not fighting the crowds, and I'm a little bit afraid of somebody stepping on me. So yeah, I don't get up at the break of dawn to go shopping on Black Friday anymore. You know, I'll let the younger people go out there and do that. Anyhow, we're gonna have some of these for deviled eggs for dinner tonight to go with BLT wraps, and then we're going to have some of them for family dinner over at my sister Jackie's house. Got my bacon all coming up here, and we've got everything ready. I'm going to be using my handy dandy trusty little mixer, my little hand mixer. I like this. It's easy, it's quick, it's convenient, it does a great job. I've had it for probably 20-25 years, and I'm going to just mix this all together till it's rich and creamy. It's going to break up that egg. It's going to incorporate the mayonnaise and the cream cheese, get that pickle relish and that roasted red bell pepper in there. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a bzz, bzz, bzz. Bring you back and show you what it looks like when it's all together. Okay, I can already tell just by looking at it that it is going to need a touch more mayonnaise. Probably another walloping tablespoon. A little bit to grow on. Sometimes you just have to keep going. And what does it need? Well, I also think that it needs just a little bit of salt. It needs just a little bit of pepper. Maybe the tiniest splash of red wine vinegar. I tell you what I need is a haircut. I gotta get a ride over to the Great Clips. I got a $10 coupon, and yeah, I don't want that to go bad before I use it. Just a squeeze of mustard because it still needs a little bit of that tang. Let's give it a zip, zip, zip. Let's take a taste test. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's exactly what it needed, was a little bit of that mustard and a little bit of that red wine vinegar. That little zing. Yeah, that added a lot. Little salt never hurt either. Okay. Let's get another spoon. And let me just get these started getting filled. And if you have one that kind of cracks on you like that one, just glue it back together. Yep, just glue it back together. It'll be all right. No worries. Don't get all stressed out about the holidays. Nobody's expecting Gordon Ramsay, you know, Julia Child, Jacques Pepin. Yeah, they're not coming over. They just want it to be delicious and homemade and filled with love. Now let's talk about homemade. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you work a lot. Maybe you're just too darn tired. Go over to your grocery store and grab yourself an already made tray of deviled eggs. That's just fine. I'm not judging, and neither will anyone else. In fact, I'll show you how to dress up your store-bought eggs. Make them semi-homemade. We'll do that here in just a little minute. I'm going to go ahead and get these all filled up and ready to go. And then, you know, we'll put the finishing touches on them. Yay, hooray. All right, I've got a TV trivia question for you all today. Classic TV trivia. Are you ready? On Mork and Mindy. Remember Mork and Mindy? Yeah. Robin Williams, Pam Dauber. Yay, hooray. Super funny show. On Mork and Mindy, what planet was Mork from? Can you remember the salute, the salutation, the greeting that Mork used? And for a bonus question, to whom is Pam Dauber married? Yeah, he's good looking. He's a little bit of eye candy. Yeah, so it's a three-part question. What planet is Mork from? What is that planet's, you know, standard greeting, salute? And who is Pam Dauber married to? All right, tell me down below if you know the answer to today's classic TV trivia questions. Yippee skippy. Got them all filled, and I just had enough. Yep, absolutely. Not even enough left over for a little, you know, deviled egg wrap. But I think that sounds terrific. I'm going to work on that recipe. Alrighty, so we are almost done. I have all of my eggs filled in this container. That's my to-go container. These are for tonight's dinner. I've allotted us 2 per piece. And if you go to the store and you buy one of those pre-prepared, you know, trays of deviled eggs, but you want to give them a little certain something, maybe you're going to put them in your own deviled egg tray and, you know, get it all back, and you want people to think that you have just slaved over it. Yeah, so I have cut some olives in half. These are small olives. Got this over at my Dollar Tree. Olives at my regular grocery store are outrageously priced. So I am just going to take some of these and go ahead and just add that certain little semi-homemade touch to it. I think that is fun and exciting, and I am going to do some of these with a little bit of a topping of the olive. Some of them are going to get a little bit of crispy bacon, just a little bit of a little bacon bite right there on top. Give it that homemade appearance. And I'll do all of mine. And then all of the ones that I'm going to take to Sister Jackie's house. And I also have a little bit of green onion. And I've washed this from my garden, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little sprig right in there. Now, a very classic preparation of deviled eggs would be with a little bit of caviar on top, but we are not that fancy, and caviar is definitely not in my budget tonight, but that's okay. My family probably wouldn't eat it anyhow, but I am just going to give these all just that extra little bit of love. And there we go. Put some olive on there. Just a little something on each one of them. There we go. You know, I was asking Andrew. I couldn't remember why, but it seemed like to me that we had never hosted Thanksgiving at our house. And he said, Shorty Vaughn, we have never hosted Thanksgiving at our house because you have always worked every Thanksgiving since we have been married. And you know what? He was right. I have worked every Thanksgiving since we have been married. You know, places I work always take volunteers, and this one has family, and this one has kids, and this one has people from out of town, and then they're offering, you know, double time or triple time. That's really hard to say no to. I always thought it was more important for other people to spend time with their families, because I could always go before work or after work. You know, our holiday celebrations usually lasted well into the evening. So, you know, so long as I was getting off before 10 or 11 o'clock at night, there was a plate for me. There was someone to say hello to. Plenty of good dinner conversation, you know, even later in the evening. So I have never hosted Thanksgiving. I'll tell you a funny story, though. Is that my sister decided that she was going to host Thanksgiving at her brand new house with her brand new kitchen. So fun and wonderful, and we couldn't wait to go. So we're going to go pick up my mom, and we're going to take her over to my sister's house for Thanksgiving. And she calls and what are you doing with your oven? Nothing. We're not cooking anything. We're coming to your house for Thanksgiving. Anyhow, the door of her oven had fallen completely off. Yeah, right in the middle of cooking her bird. It was the darndest thing. Anyhow, her husband raced over with this, you know, big turkey roaster. It had all the juices and drippings and what have you. Yeah, he raced over there and finished cooking the bird at my mom's house. Sometimes disasters happen. You just have to kind of keep rolling with them. So maybe you have some kind of a backup plan for that. But, you know, we put it in my mom's oven. We sat there and watched it roast. Then we packed it all back up, went to my sister's house and ate her turkey. It was delicious. But, you know, whatever can go wrong generally will. Just be flexible. Don't take it too seriously. And just enjoy your time. Even if the door to your oven falls off. Yeah, she called the company. And yeah, it was a more common problem than you could ever imagine. Putting my deviled eggs in this to-go box because it has a very good tight-fitting lid, and that's what I need because I'm clumsy and sometimes I spill things. When Melissa and I were little girls, my mother made the world's best cinnamon rolls, but she hardly ever made them. Only maybe like once or twice in a year. Anyhow, our neighbor, which was not really close, still quite a distance away, loved my mother's cinnamon rolls, and my mother always made a few extra for her family. So my mom's rolling out the dough. She's getting everything ready. She's baking them off. The house has all the good, warm, fuzzy feels of cinnamon rolls and the smells and everything, and yay, hooray. Anyhow, she gets them all done. She puts them out on a nice little platter, And she says, okay, girls, well, you walk these over to the neighbors and give them to the neighbors and, you know, tell them to enjoy them. Anyhow, Melissa and I, we were walking, and, you know, I may have tripped, and the cinnamon rolls fell on the ground, and they had pecan caramel topping kind of a thing. Anyhow, we just brushed them off a little bit, put them back on the tray, walked them over to the neighbor's house. Here you go, enjoy. Anyhow, they called my mother about 5 minutes later. We had barely walked back through the door after dropping them off. And did something happen on the way to the neighbors with the cinnamon rolls? Anyhow, yeah, we hadn't gotten all the rocks and sand off of them and had delivered them. We were very small. Anyhow, we had delivered them with rocks and sand, and yeah, they called to tell my mother there's rocks and sand in our cinnamon rolls, and I guess they put 2 and 2 together and realized that we had dropped them and just tried to brush them off and pass them off as new. I don't think that the 3-second rule necessarily applied in this situation. These deviled eggs are not going to hurt a bit. I think we should try one. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to try one with the olive. I think that looks fun. That looks festive. Yay, hooray. You know, you don't like all the additions, just put yourself a little paprika on there or something. But let's try a deviled egg. Ooh, that roasted red pepper. That is so good in there. That little bit of sweet from the relish and that creamy cheesiness from the cream cheese. Yes, please and thank you. All right, my lovies. Well, happy Thanksgiving. This year, I am super thankful for a lot of things. Thankful to be alive. Yay, hooray. Thankful for a roof over my head, full bellies, and a full heart. And let me tell you, that's all of you, baby. Thanks to all of you. I never knew that I would have such great friends on the internet or YouTube. Never even thought I'd have a YouTube channel. And I just can't tell you how much I appreciate your watching and liking, subscribing. Hey, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and give it a little subscribe. It won't cost you a thing. My channel will never cost you a thing, except maybe your friendship and a thumbs up once in a while if you think I did a good job for you. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching and liking and subscribing. Thanks for your comments and your friendship and your extension of warmth and generosity and love. It's more than this girl could ever anticipate. Yay, hooray, yippee, skippy, and hot diggity. All right, lovies, be good, be careful, look both ways. Have a happy Thanksgiving, no matter how or where or with whom you celebrate. I hope that you have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow. Bye now.